Hello, so I'm back again, ready to read you a story. The story that I've chosen today actually came as a request from somebody, so they know who they are. I hope they enjoy it. It is the story of The Disgusting Sandwich by Gareth Edwards and Hannah Shaw. Now, those of you who have read this story before, you know it does get pretty grim. Now, there's a picture on the front cover, and the caption that goes with it says, "Would you eat this sandwich?" I wonder, have a look closely. I don't know if I would. So, on the back, the blurb, it says, "Is this the most disgusting sandwich ever? It's sandy, gloopy, squishy, sluggy and slimy, but one very hungry badger still wants to eat it. Or does he?" So let's see what happens to this badger's sandwich. In a clump of trees on the edge of a park, there lived a badger. He was a very hungry badger, and his tummy wouldn't stop rumbling. Oh, poor thing. Can you see it's going rumble, rumble? One day, a boy came to the park. He had a sandwich with him. It had fresh white bread and peanut butter. Oh, my favourite, peanut butter and jam. It was a beautiful sandwich. Him licking his lips. The boy took his sandwich to the playground. He was about to take a bite when a girl bumped into him and it fell right in the sandpit. Now the fresh white bread was covered in gritty sand. "Well," said the little girl, "you can't eat it now. It's disgusting." What do you think he's going to do? A squirrel found the sandwich. She didn't mind the sand. She carried the sandwich into a tree to share with her children. Oh dear, that poor badger. I think he's still rather hungry. They weren't good at sharing, and the sandwich dropped out of the tree. Uh-oh. And into the pond. Plop. "Well," said the mother squirrel, "we can't eat it now. It's disgusting." That badger still looks quite keen. A frog saw the sandwich. It was floating in some goopy green pondweed that smelt of rotten eggs. Ugh. The frog didn't mind the sand and the smelly green goop. He pulled the sandwich out to eat it on the path. Ooh, look. Using his rod there. Oh dear, poor badger. He's bopped on the head by a ball. Oh dear, but a boy on a scooter raced by and he had to jump out of the way. There he is. Now, the sandwich had a big black squish marks right across the middle. "Well," said the frog, "I can't eat it now. It's disgusting." Look at the state of that sandwich. Badger still looks like he's licking his lips. Next, a crow saw the sandwich. She didn't mind the sand, the smelly green goop, the big black squish marks. She peeled the sandwich off of the ground and flew proudly up to her nest to give it to her mum. In the tree there. And oh dear, poor badger is not looking very happy. But a scary flying thing frightened her and she dropped the sandwich into an ant's nest. hundreds of ants crawled all over it. "Well," said the crow's mum, "I can't eat it now. It's disgusting. Look at that sandwich now. Oh, dearie me." Soon a fox found the sandwich. Oh dear. He didn't mind the sand, the smelly green goop, the big black squish marks on all hundred of ants. He took it to be a present for a lady fox that he liked. Oh dear. Oh, can you spot the poor badger? The top there. Oh. I think he's still hungry. But when he opened his mouth to tell her how nice she looked, the sandwich fell into a pile of feathers that somehow got there. I wonder how those feathers got there. Can you spot who the culprit is? Now the sandwich was covered in grimy old feathers. "Well," said the fox's friend, "I can't eat it now. It's disgusting." Oh dear. And she kicked the sandwich into the flower bed. Oh gosh. Not very nice. And went off to go through some bins. Clang. In amongst the flowers were some slugs. They didn't mind the sand, the smelly green goop, the big black squish marks, the hundreds of ants, or the grimy old feathers. They slithered all over the sandwich and crisscrossed it with trails of slippery slime and oozy grey bubbles. The moon came out. You see the sandwich and the poor badger, probably still very hungry. Finally, along came the badger. He was hungrier than ever. He gazed at the sandwich all covered in sand and smelly green goop and the big black squish marks and hundreds of ants and grimy old feathers and slippery slime and oozy grey bubbles glistening in the moonlight. His tummy rumbled. There it goes. Rumble, rumble. Oh, have you ever had that where you're so hungry your tummy starts making those noises? So he ate up all the slugs. Probably a good idea. Don't think I would fancy that sandwich. But he didn't eat the sandwich. It was too disgusting. I don't blame him. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. If you have any other story requests, do please get in touch because we are more than happy to read any of the stories that we have at school for you. So, hope you enjoyed the story and I'm sure we will speak soon. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.